wonderful to see you. We've all been kind of stuck inside and at home, so I haven't been able to see any of my friends lately. And, well, that's made me kind of sad. Because you see, mermaids can get germs too. And since there's a lot of germs going around in the human world right now, we can't get sick either. So I'm staying here at my friend's place so that I can practice social distancing too. Do you see I have my tail? Oh, I love my tail so much. Can you see it okay? Here, let me see. If I can pull my fin up, it's a really big fluke. See all the colors? There's purple and pink and blue. I just love it. So if you haven't met me before, if you're new, my name is Mermaid Nikki. And I thought it'd be pretty fun if we did a science experiment today. You see, it's rainy and a little cold outside, so being a mermaid, I really can't get cold. So I came inside and I thought, what to do on a rainy day? Science experiment. So here's a couple of things that you're going to need if you want to do it with me. First, you're going to need a bowl of water. And then a little bowl of dish soap. And finally, some spices. Anything that's like green and dried will do. This I think is Italian seasoning. What's that? Oh, what's our science experiment going to be about? Well, let me tell you. First, make sure you ask a grown-up if it's okay to do a science experiment with me. And while you're looking for the things that you need, I'll tell you what we're going to do. So, as you know, we all have to make sure we wash our hands a lot. And that's to make sure we don't spread germs to other people, or if we happen to go out, we don't bring those germs home with us. So, what we're going to do in our experiment is show why it's so important to wash our hands. So if you need to, press pause for a minute and finish collecting your things, and then we'll start the experiment. Okay, are you ready? Let's do this. So, I've got my bowl of water here. Ta-da! And I'm going to try and balance it on my tail. And I'm going to take my little container of seasoning. I'm going to put some into the bowl. There we go. And your seasoning represents the germs. Ew. So does your bowl look like this? Can you see it? Look at all those germs in there. That's gross. So, we're going to take our finger and we're going to dip it in the water with the seasoning. Ugh, what happens? They get stuck on my finger. Do you see that? Ugh. Well, that's what happens when you don't wash your hands. Your germs, they stay on your finger. So now, we're going to show you what happens if you do wash your hands. So grab your little bowl of soap. And I'm going to have to set mine over here. And you're going to dip your finger into your bowl of soap. See how I have soap on my finger now? And you're going to dip it into your bowl. Look at the germs, they ran away. How cool is that? And I don't have any germs on my finger. See, that's why it's really important to wash your hands, because it makes all those germs go away. And that's how we can keep from spreading them to other people. I'm going to rinse off my fingers, because it makes a little bit of a mess, doesn't it? It kind of tickles getting that soap off. There was a lot of soap on my finger. There we go. That's better. What did you think? Was that a pretty cool experiment? I had fun doing it with you too. So what would you like to do next? What's that I hear? You want to sing a song? Oh, of course I'd love to sing a song. I'm a mermaid, for goodness sakes. Well, I might not be very good at singing, but we do like to do that. Except for our music in the ocean is a little bit different than on land. Have you ever heard a dolphin or a whale sing? Well, they're the master singers of the sea. We don't really have any instruments, but I have something that I would like to show you that I picked up here on land. Have you ever seen one of these before? It's called an ukulele. Isn't it cool? And it came all the way from Hawaii, which is like one of my favorite places. So as you can see, I have 4 strings. I'll strum them for you. Oh, it sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? So the song we're going to sing, do you know any about washing your hands? Oh, you do? Oh, yeah, I know that song. You probably learned this one in school. Here's how the words go. It's wash, wash, wash your hands many times a day. Rub and scrub and rinse and dry, and germs will stay away. Do you know that song? Oh, great. Well, if you don't, that's okay. You can learn it with me today. And the tune goes to Row, row, row your boat, which everybody knows that song, right? Okay, so I'm going to strum along on the ukulele, and we're going to sing. So I'm going to start with like a little intro, and we're going to make this like a little bit of like an islandy type way of singing it. You'll see. You ready? Wash, wash, wash your hands many times a day. Scrub and rub and rinse and dry, and germs will stay away. Oh, you did great! You sounded so good. Oh, that was so much fun. Thanks for singing with me. So, how do you feel about having to stay at home? Are you a little sad? A little confused as to why you can't go to school? Well, that's okay. I know a lot of the grown-ups feel that way too. But just know that by staying home and making sure you wash your hands, you're being such a big helper in keeping the germs from spreading. Think of all the grandmas and grandpas and moms and dads and nieces and nephews and all of your friends who you see on a regular basis that maybe you aren't seeing right now. And think about how those germs could spread so quickly from one another. So in a way, hello everybody, I'm back. I had some technical difficulties and my phone just quit working. I don't know what happened, but where were we? Oh, so we were talking about how you were feeling, and I was about to say that in a way, you're like a superhero because you're being such a big helper and staying at home while you're doing your part to help save the world and mermaids. And I really appreciate that. So go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. Yeah, congratulations for helping. It's so nice of you to help. So before I go, how would you like me to read you a story? Would you like that? I would like to read you a story. Well, I have here Rainbow Fish. Do you know this story? It's one of my favorites. Well, why don't you grab a blanket and get comfortable, and I will read this to you. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish, not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. Ooh, can you see how pretty his scales are? And they shine and glisten and gleam. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they would call. "Come and play with us." But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. Aw, the other fish looked kind of sad. I would want to go play with them, wouldn't you? One day, a little blue fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many." Uh-oh, do you think Rainbow Fish is gonna share? I don't know. "You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the Rainbow Fish. "Get away from me." That wasn't very nice, was it? Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset, he told all of his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the Rainbow Fish. They turned away when he swam by. Well, that's just too bad, isn't it? What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish. "But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you." Oh, he has to go on an adventure now. His scales are still really shiny and pretty. The Rainbow Fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly 2 eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. Ooh. Can you see the octopus there with his eyes? Kind of like sticking out from the darkness. "I've been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." You see him there? The octopus is so big. "I can't," the Rainbow Fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales? My beautiful shining scales? Never! How could I ever be happy without them?" Have you ever felt that way? You didn't want to share something with somebody? I know that when I was younger, I used to feel that way. Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. "Rainbow Fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale." The Rainbow Fish wavered. "Only one very, very small shimmering scale?" he thought. "Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one." You see the little blue fish? He's so tiny. Carefully, the Rainbow Fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much," the little blue fish bubbled playfully. and he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. Do you see the new scale on the little blue fish? Don't know if it's coming through very well on the camera. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with gleaming scales, he at least felt home among the other fish. You see how everybody has a shiny scale now? See if I can get the light to shine on it. Everybody looks so pretty, don't they? Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away. Yet he was very happy. "Come on, rainbow fish," they called. "Come and play with us." "Here I come," said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. Do you see them all playing? Everybody looks so happy. And they're all being friends, and they all have a scale. The end. And there's a little rainbow fish at the very end with his one shining scale. So it shows the importance of friendship and kindness and sharing with others. And especially at a time like this right now, we're realizing that maybe that is the most important thing in life. So if I leave you with anything today, it's just to remember that we're all in this together and we all love each other very much. And I'm so excited to have met all of you today, all my new friends and all my old friends who came to say hello. And I think of you often, and I can't wait to see you again. So, as I like to say, happy fishes and mermaid kisses.